Multiply the following rational expressions. The first is x squared plus x minus 6 over 12 plus x minus x squared times x squared plus x minus 20 over x squared minus 4x plus 4. So the first thing we should do before we combine these is to factor everything out. So x squared plus x minus 6 factors into, what's that, x plus 3, x minus 2. Right? Because 3 times 2 is negative 6 and 3 plus 2 is positive 1. Right. So in the denominator, well, one thing you can do is to think of 12 plus x minus x squared. If you factor out a 1, which basically just changes the sign, then this becomes minus 12x minus 12 minus x plus x squared, which can be rewritten as x squared minus x minus 12. Now you can factor from above pretty easily, but I like factoring that negative 1 out so that I can see it as the x squared term is at the beginning. So I'm going to rewrite this as negative 1 times x squared minus x minus 12, which factors into x minus 4 times x plus 3. Now for the second term, x squared plus x minus 20 factors into x plus 5 times x minus 4. And then in the denominator, we end up getting x minus 2 times x minus 2. Right? And if you're never unsure, you can always check. So let's FOIL this back in just to check. This becomes x squared minus 2x minus 2x plus 4. Alright, yeah. So this becomes x minus 2 times x minus 2. So now we can combine. And by combining, we use the same rules as we use for combining fractions. So if you have two fractions multiplied by each other, the result is the product of the numerators over the product of the denominators. So let's just do that. Let's just combine them. So we get x plus 3, x minus 2, x plus 5, x minus 4 in the numerator. And in the denominator, we have negative 1. Don't forget that negative 1 unless you decided to just factor it as is. X minus 4, x plus 3, x minus 2, x minus 2. So now since everything's related by product, we can see if we can cancel something out. So there's an x plus 3 in the numerator and the denominator, an x minus 2, and an x minus 4. So let's write what we're left with. In the numerator, we're left with x plus 5, and in the denominator, we're left with negative 1 times x minus 2. So you can rewrite this as minus x plus 5 over x minus 2. And that is the final result, since there's nothing more we can do to reduce.